Hello.
It is Antonio and Helen's Diaries podcast. Welcome to the show.
Welcome. I am Antonio, your co-host.
And I am Helen, your co host.
Welcome to Antonio and Helen's Diaries, the podcast where real conversations meet real life.
And every week we dive into relationships, marriage, family, culture, modern dating, and the everyday topics that get people talking.
This is a space for honest opinions, laughter, debate, and plenty of food for thought.
So grab your favorite drink, get comfortable, and join the conversation.
Yes. Welcome.
Welcome. So, how have you been, Antonio? What's been going on with your life?
I have been doing some workouts. After that last episode, I had to tell myself, you got to practice what you preach, Niels. You got to really go in and do the work, which is what I've been doing. I've been getting my workouts in.
Yeah.
So
That's what we've been doing, is taking walks. It's been hot, but we have been doing it because we want to. I don't know. I turned 50 and then the weight just came like, so I've been trying to shake it. In fact, beauty standards talk. To be very, very honest, I've been thinking of actually doing the GLP.
okay.
Because I'm not eating as much as I usually do. I'm intermittent fasting. I am working out, but the weight just keeps skyrocketing. This is like the biggest I've ever been. So I'm like, something's got to give.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I'm not mad at it. I don't feel that you need it as much. I think with the walks that you do, that'll be a natural GLP result.
Sir. Well, I feel like, I have gone down 3 pounds to the glory of God, but I'm not going to be hot summer girl or whatever they call it. What's that word they say?
Hot girl summer.
Hot girl summer. I'm not having a hot girl summer. I might have a hot girl winter, which would not make any sense because I'm going to just be piled on. I am trying to be healthy on top of everything, of course. But I get why people do what they do. Would I go as far as going under the knife? I don't know. I don't have that money. I don't know. If I do, I don't know if I will. However, I am seriously considering GLP, but that's not even our topic today. I just wanted to add to what we were discussing before.
Okay. Well, as your husband and your life partner, I will say that I do support you 100%. I will be by your side when you want to do this. So you heard it here first, guys, that her husband does support her. So
He does. He supports me.
Yes, let that be on the record.
And for you ladies out there that are over 40s or 50s and you see the weight coming on, because I've always been very skinny throughout my life. This is my first time being a big girl, and
there's a lot of bigger women that probably rolling their eyes now.
But for me, this is big, and so it's just very uncomfortable for me. So if you have tips, tricks, whatever you have that had worked and you can share it for free, because I've had so many people be like, pay me, and then I'll tell you. No. If you have any free tips that will work, that has been effective, and you feel like sharing, please drop your comments and let me know. Let us have tea, Zoom meeting tea or whatever, and let's talk about the weight.
Yeah, no gatekeeping.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. But what we're getting into today, since we're talking about support,
yes,
is we're talking about about feminism, and when do feminism become... Okay, let me backtrack. When does independent woman become too much? Let me say that. And when is it time to allow for someone to support you? So I have seen, I'm just going to get the ball rolling here. I have seen women in my family and, just growing up, I have seen women who have been so independent for so long, they've gone without having a man in the house. And there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with it. Not saying that you need a man. But once you do finally make your decision, you have gone so long in your life without a man that when you do finally get the man, you forget how to not be the man. So you kind of like, without thinking about it, you lift up the heaviest things and let the man grab the itty bitty boxes or the bags. Or you find yourself drilling holes in the wall and stuff and building building shelves and everything, which is great, by the way. Nothing wrong with that. There are female builders out there. Shout out to Windy City Rehab.
Yes, Victoria.
So I'm not hating. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. But there comes a time when you do get a man in your life, let the man feel like the man. And, like a lot of times it can become emasculating with when your independency or independent woman, lifestyle has spilled over into the relationship.
Well, you have to understand that these women, like you said, have been without help, assistance, the male figure in their life for a long time. So they had to play that role for themselves. So I do believe that the kind of men they meet should also give them that leeway or give them that grace that they will automatically do things for themselves because they've been used to doing it for themselves, and they're just about beginning to get into the mindset of, I don't have to do everything, I don't have to do the heavy lifting, like you said, I can let my man do it. But that's where the man has to show up and show out. He has to do twice the effort of showing her, I'm here now and I can do that. I can help you take your trash out. She shouldn't have to ask. You understand? He should consistently be offering until it becomes she becomes aware, mentally, that she doesn't have to do everything by herself. So I don't think it's something wrong with being independent or being too independent, like you're saying. I just feel like it has been a lifestyle that they just need to unlearn or relearn or whatever. That's what I'm seeing it as.
Yeah. I can see where you're coming from with that.
Yeah, and I don't think that's feminism. Feminism is, I have this help, but I don't need it. Being independent, the one you're describing is, I never had this help, so I had to do what I had to do. But now I have someone in my life and I'm still doing what I have to do because I'm still not used to having someone.
So when we talk about feminism, let's say, for example, if a woman says, I don't need you to get the door for me. I could get the door myself. Get the check. So would you consider that feminism when they're turning down chivalry for the sake of...
That's feminism, yes.
Okay.
That's not a single independent woman that has shouldered the tasks. When she realizes that someone can get the door, get the check, I feel like most women will be like, child, yes, please. I can, they would relax after a while, because for women like this, they are not very trusting because they've been through life. So the first thing is their guard will still be up because they're watching you to make sure that you will be there in the long run so that they don't rely on you and you fail.
Okay.
So yeah, that's the difference.
I see. Yeah, I've seen both situations. So
I don't think you can talk, Niels. You don't want to be trolled. That's all I'm saying, because a lot of women will be like, how dare you say anything about that? You don't know anything about my life. You don't know anything about being a woman.
I don't. I don't presume to know that. I don't know anything about women. So I don't. And I'd be the first to say that. So women have been a mystery since Eve. So
Yeah. I always said, if Adam was being the man that he was supposed to be, I don't know where he was or what he was doing while his wife Eve was having a whole conversation with the serpent. He failed as a man, and that's why we're where we are now. Because it was him that God told, do not eat of this fruit.
see, now that kind of raises that opens a whole box right there. That's something to unpack.
Let's open the box.
Because now it makes me wonder, like, is this like independent, by absence of the man? Is it from us being the atoms in the lives, or being the atoms of this world by not being there? When you're not there, the woman has to,
Do what she got to do.
do what she got to do.
Yeah.
So, with Adam not being there, where the heck was he anyway? But with Adam not there, and she's having this conversation with the serpent, if he was there doing what he needed to do, she wouldn't have a serpent to talk to in the first place.
Right.
Like I don't know. So it makes me wonder, are we repeating that over and over throughout the centuries with the absence of us? Now the woman has to do what she got to do. Now she falls into this, not temptation, but falls into, this struggle, so to speak.
It is some deep stuff to talk about. Yeah, I feel like the male figure in homes and relationships have lagged. I feel like I can say that a lot of men are not stepping up to the plate to be the man that they are supposed to be in relationships, in their families, or in homes. And so the women have to carry the burden and be independent or step up to the plate and become the man in the house or in the relationship.
Yeah. And for me, being this type of man that likes to be chivalrous, that wants to help every possible way that I can in my capacity as a man, I feel like men like me, we can take that and feel a certain type of way. If the woman is, taking over or doing things that we should be doing. So for me, if I were to encounter that, which I don't, to the glory of God, I'm married already, so I don't have to worry about that. But in the hypothetical situation, if I had to encounter that with a woman, and I have encountered that with a previous relationship where the woman has been without a man in the house or a man, there, to where she was doing everything by herself. And like you said, I wanted to communicate consistently with her that I got this. I can do this for you. I know you can, but you don't have to anymore. So I wanted to make that clear. And I think that men like me, we do, or we should do that. Don't run away from the independent woman. Don't run away from her and be like, oh, she too much like a man, and she won't let me be a man, and she just want to do things by herself. Then gradually take the position for her, so that way she can let her hands down, so she can soften up and get back into her femininity.
Okay, so for the viewers and the inquisitive minds, when you were showing up for this ex, which is an ex, so something didn't work out.
Yes.
Did she eventually become soft and pliable?
Pliable. In some aspects, yes. In other aspects, she was like this,
Set in her ways.
set in her ways.
Ah,
So
so it didn't work.
not all of it. No, not all of it. But it can work with the right mindset, with the right person. I think that it can work. I just
Are you trying to convince yourself? I feel like you're trying to convince yourself that it can, that it should. We will be right back. And when we come back, we'll continue with this discussion of when is independence too much in women. We'll be right back.
yeah.
A handbag is more than just an accessory. It's confidence. It's presence. It's the final touch that says who you are before you even speak. And that's exactly why I'm loving the Guillemets by Hellene handbag collection. Inspired by elegance, femininity, and bold sophistication, Guillemets by Hellene creates handbags designed for women who want style that feels timeless, yet unforgettable. Whether you're headed to brunch, date night, church, business meetings, or simply owning your everyday look, there's a Guillemets bag made to elevate the moment. From luxurious textures and eye-catching details to versatile designs that blend fashion and function, every piece is crafted to help you stand out beautifully. Because fashion isn't just about what you wear, it's about how you feel when you wear it. So if you're ready to upgrade your collection with handbags that are chic, classy, and made to turn heads, discover the elegance of Guillemets by Helen today. Follow the collection online and find the perfect statement piece that speaks your language of style. Guillemets by Helen, where elegance meets identity.
All right.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. It is still Antonio and Helen's Diaries.
Can you imagine he can't even call his own name? It's Antonio and Helene's Diaries podcast.
Yes, that part. Yes, bear with me, people. I'm still learning speech improvements.
Aha.
Soon I'll be sounding very crisp, clean, clear, and knowing how to say my own name.
And if you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, share, and just let us know if you want to join us here on the studios, either via Zoom or in the person. Just give us your details on this email, or I don't know where it's going to be.
Yeah, either by email or by Instagram. And of course, like she said, make sure to like, share, subscribe, and hit that bell icon if you're watching on YouTube so you get notified of new episodes. You'll automatically get notified by on Spotify when you subscribe on our Spotify channel.
Yep. And we were talking about when is independence too much.
Yeah.
And you were talking about an ex. I'm just filling up, summarizing.
Yes.
It's an ex for a reason because it probably didn't work. It worked in some aspects, but it didn't work in all the aspects because she was set in her ways.
Right.
So what we are saying, or what I'm hearing, is that some of these women are so set in their ways that even when they have the kind of help that they need, they probably still will want to be the man in the relationship.
Yeah, and I don't know if I can attribute that to age, because she was older. Or, and if that is the case, maybe that could be captured early on. Like,
Is it a disease? What do you mean captured?
So they're not set in their ways. You can't be set in something that you haven't repeated enough times. So, if you're
Well, I just feel like women or men of certain age are set in their ways. They know what they want and how they want things done. Like, I like my tea hot. And I like it in a huge mug.
Yeah.
That's one I'm set on. But everything else about life, and I love Jesus. And there is no ifs, ands, or buts about that. But life's situations, I think I'm a little bit more, flexible. I'm also set when it comes to food. There are some foods that cannot be named that I do not like.
Don't do it.
I'm not going to do it. But yeah, because I just know my palate. I know myself. I I'm picky, I'm finicky. And yeah, so women of certain age are set in their ways. We just have to agree to that, or men as well. So if you're meeting this woman and she's been by herself for a long time, chances are you will have to try to build yourself around what she already has going on, instead of trying to come in and bulldoze your way into becoming the man and planting your flag, because that's probably not going to work for a woman of that kind of mindset.
True. So, and I'm glad that you broke down because I'm sure inquiring minds want to know, well, Helen, are you setting your ways? And, which you...
In some aspects, yes. Like I said, in
Yeah.
some aspects, I'm set in my ways.
But, I love that she's not in the aspects that I need her not to be set in her ways. So that really makes things work
Yep.
for us. So
Yeah.
she lets me be the man and take the role that I need to take. So I'm grateful for that.
I'm okay with being soft and pliable.
Are you Charmin? What is this?
I mean, I don't mind you being the man and me being the woman. I am fine. I am not confused.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm definitely grateful for that. But yeah, so it's just something to really think about. Like, what can men do to prevent? Not say prevent.
Prevent.
Not prevent. What can men do to alleviate some of the burden?
Well, you could show up. You could keep your word. If you say you're going to be somewhere, you should be there. If you say you're going to help with things around the house, you should help with things around the house. And
Let's talk about that.
Okay, let's talk about it.
Helping with things around the house. So I have also seen, and this is kind of firsthand experience.
Oh my goodness.
I have seen where you would ask me to help with something, and I say I will do it. I said I would do it,
Okay.
and then 5 seconds later,
No, Niels.
5 seconds
No,
later,
Niels. Go ahead and be truthful.
you get up and do it
Say
yourself.
the truth and let the devil be ashamed.
Fine, as long as
It wasn't 5 seconds.
okay, fine. It was
I
longer.
know the incidents he's talking about. And I'm gonna, since you brought it up, you've opened that can of worms. We're going there.
Okay, let's go.
Okay. Niels, there was this day I said, help me do the dishes. Right? It was the dishes. It was Friday evening. He was like, oh, I'm going to do it the next day. I said, okay, fine. I usually would want to keep, my sink clean. Just load the dishwasher, wash the pans that have to be hand washed and all that fun stuff. Sir didn't do it Friday night. Saturday morning, he didn't do it because he was busy with something. I'm like, okay, Grace. We ate. Saturday evening, I'm thinking, oh, he's got to get to it now. He did not do it. Sunday morning.
Oh, come on. I'm sure it wasn't that long.
Niels, it was that long. Sunday morning, people. Sunday.
I have not left dishes for
Sunday.
that long. Come on.
Finally, maybe it wasn't Sunday. It was Saturday night. He was in bed. I was like, this dude is not going to do these dishes. So I loaded the dishwasher and I cleaned up the kitchen. And when he came down on Sunday morning, everything was done and he was mad. Let's speak on it.
All right. Let me tell my side of it.
Oh, his side.
My side.
Go on.
Okay.
Go ahead and tell your side.
Yes. Get ready, Netflix. Surviving Helen's household. So she's saying that I told her that I would do it the next day, and then 2 days passed. Okay. So I did say I would do it. I don't know if I gave a specified time.
You did not give
or
a
day.
specified time.
No. So now the next day rolled around, and yes, that's on me. I should have done it sooner. I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna say that I should have done it sooner. But, however, when the next day rolled around, I did give a specified date and time. I said I would do it in the morning because I was tired. Then following day, I was like, you know what? I will do it in the morning. I will handle it. So once I say I will handle it, men, you know, when we say we will handle it and get to it, we will get to it and handle it. That doesn't mean he's just never going to get it done. It's going
No.
to get done.
Okay.
So, okay, I digress. Anyway, I said I will do it in the morning. That gives you assurance that I'm going to do it and when I'm going to do it. So, yes, I did feel some type of way when I come down and I see that you're already doing the dishes. In fact, it wasn't even that morning. It was the night of. Because
I did it the night of, and then you woke up the next morning and the dishes were already done and you were mad.
yeah, I felt some type of way because I made that promise. And now by you doing that, it made me feel that you feel that I am not a man of my word.
Okay, first off, on the day I said that I asked you to do it, you said you were going to do it, but you didn't do it. So that was one promise already broken.
Okay.
So the second time that you were saying, I'll do it in the morning. I did not know if you were going to do it in the morning. And you know how I like to come downstairs in the morning and everything is just, I wanted that. And I couldn't just think about going to bed with plates from the day before in the sink. And that was why I got it done, for my own peace of mind so that I could sleep better. It wasn't about you. It had nothing to do. The only way you were involved in this whole equation was because I had already asked you to do it.
But, like, isn't that something like, I feel like that is something that women tend to do anyway, like in general, like.
It wasn't a spite. I was helping you out.
Okay.
Adam.
Did you see what you just did? The shade you just threw me?
Well,
I will not be the Adam, okay? I will not. But anyway, I feel like women do this often. You know, this goes back to the whole independent woman thing. And you can let me know, is this an independent woman thing? Or is it just that I don't trust my man's thing?
it could be both. Both can be true. It could be that I'm independent, and it could also be that I don't trust you because I'm used to doing things a certain way. I wasn't married young. I got married in my 40s, and before then I'd had my own place. And I don't leave dishes and we're using this as an example. It could be anything else. I don't leave dishes in the sink. So it was something I could do and I've done before. So it was like, what's this? What is all this? Why am I now here at a point where I'm asking somebody to do the dishes and they don't want or they don't have the time to do it when I know I can?
Okay, well, I can understand that.
Yeah, that was what it was.
That's what you're used to. But in other cases, I think men can attest to, like, when they say that they're going to do something, next thing you know, they see their wife running to grab the tools or grabbing something to go do it themselves. And it's like, I was going to do that. But I think women have a different timeline than men do.
Yes. When a woman says, at least for me, when I say I want this thing done, the secret or the unspoken word is right now or as soon as possible.
I've learned. I have learned on that.
And if it's not done as soon as possible, it just stays there in my mind. I'm like, then I can get it done, you know, if you're not getting to it. But I understand there's still times. That's why we work together. I've given you like grace If I say I want it done and you're not doing it, we have gotten to that point where we communicate. He would be like, okay, I will do it, but not immediately. I want to do it at this point. So I know there is a time for him to do it. And if it's past that time, then hey, I might jump in and do it myself.
So there's this code that I've cracked. And men, listen up. I figured it out. When a woman says, when you have the chance, it does not mean necessarily when you have the chance. It doesn't. It actually means get your butt up and get it done now. And don't let me have to do this by myself.
Right.
So I've learned that.
It
and she'll
means-
say it so nicely, when you get the chance, can you? Nope. Get your butt up and get up and do it now. Because more than likely, she's either going to do it herself, and you don't want her to do it herself. Because she will give you that look while she's doing it herself. They're like, yeah, I told you to do this.
And I'm not good at nagging. So if he doesn't do it the first or the second time, I'm going to get it done. Best believe it.
And I hate that. I really do. Even when I was working at jobs, like back when I was my first job, lesson learned there. But with my first job, I would I would be asked to do something. I'm literally getting ready to go do it. I'm getting things prepared to go do it. Mm-hmm. And the supervisor would run in and literally to get it done. I hated that because it made me feel like I was either incompetent or making me look like I'm not listening or doing what was told. So the same goes for in the marriage that when that happens, I feel like I'm either incompetent or I just wasn't listening, which I am. So now I've learned to, even if she says when you get a chance, when you're done working on what you're working on, don't finish what you're working on. Don't finish it. Get up, go do it now.
Well, that's how the marriage works, right? But he gets a lot of perks from doing, what he says he's going to do. So there are no complaints. Any complaints?
Nope.
Exactly.
There are none. No complaints at all. So yeah. So that has been my takeaway, and I hope that you guys have taken away from this. And that, number one, there's nothing wrong with being an independent woman. We celebrate independent women. Nothing wrong with feminism. We celebrate the femininity of women and celebrate you. But when a man does come into the picture, into your life, give each other grace. Give him grace to try and make the attempts to, give a helping hand and do what he can as the man that he should be doing.
Right.
And give her grace when, if she's set in her ways and that she's not used to a helping hand, give her grace, meet her where she's at, but still persist in, helping and wanting to help, So, yeah.
Yeah, it's been fun talking about this.
Absolutely. I enjoyed talking about this. And we've unraveled some things about each other in the process.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, this has been wonderful. And again, if you guys want to join on our show, Antonio and Helen's Diaries podcast, just feel free to send us a message by email or DM us on Instagram. We'll be more than happy to have you on the show. Send us any questions you may have as well. We may answer those questions on the show. Mm-hmm. And, of course, we love paid partnerships. So make sure to send us an email or DM us if you feel like your product would be a great fit to be advertised here on Antonio and Helen's Diaries podcast.
Yes.
And don't forget to share, subscribe, all that jazz. And this has been real, people.
It has been real, and thank you for your support. We are grateful.
Yes. Have a great night. This has been Antonio and Helen's Diaries podcast. See you next episode.